Hello, everybody. My name is Nora Zimmerman, and I am a graphic and website designer. And I'm here with Nicolas David Ngan from the Center of Conscious Ascension. And we're going to talk a little bit about the process of working together. We have been working on Nicolas's website for quite some time now. And although the new website hasn't launched and is not complete yet, we have been going through an interesting process, and I thought it'd be interesting to share how we've been working. So, Nicolas, would you like to introduce yourself and say what you do a little bit?
Thanks, Nora. So I'm Nicolas David Ngan, the Centre for Conscious Ascension, which I've been running for 20 odd years. And I built a do-it-yourself website back in 2009, which is a decade on, is completely out of date. And it had grown like Topsy, from something very simple to something very complex with hundreds of pages. And I had always felt I needed to streamline this. I needed to make this more accessible to users rather than just a big data dump of here's what we do. So I saw Nora's work on with other people's websites I knew. I thought I need someone to take me through a process of stepping right back and asking the fundamental questions from a user's perspective. Well, what's it going to give somebody? Because it's hard when you're doing this work, it's alternative work, this job of waking up spiritual seekers to actually see it from their perspective. So it was good to have an objective opinion, authority from Nora to say, well, what are we really saying here? And what will really make sense to someone coming to this for the first time? So a fresh pair of eyes has been great to do this work, and also to get clear on how to transmit who I am, what the Centre for Conscious Ascension does with the graphics, the type of languaging we use. We use power languaging because it's the nature of the way I'm built, to help people move forward. So there's a whole psychological marketing process we've been through to actually reach a very specific niche of users. And we're only partway through, but I feel it's stripped away a lot of the fat, and we're getting down to the essential message in a streamlined way of delivering that to our users. So we're partway through, but I feel that we're getting there. I can start to see this lovely, streamlined, minimalist website emerging out of a lot of complexity. So I'm pretty happy with that so far. Just not quite sure how long it's going to take to finish it.
Brilliant, thank you. Yeah, so you're talking a little bit about the user experience, how the prospective customer will travel through the website, especially the first timers, when they don't really know very much who you are and what you do. And also for the returning customers, to guide them through the website. So that's one thing. Another thing is, I suppose, the website architecture, which is what you were saying about cleaning up, basically. It's a bit like moving house, when you've got a very, established website that has been running for a long time, or you've been living in a house for a long time. Moving house needs cleaning up. It's just the nature of the operation. And I think rejigging things and putting them in the right container as well, and perhaps, avoiding the repetition sometimes, and almost rehousing things in different sections of the website has been part of the exercise, as well as the branding and as well as the wording and what is it that we're trying to communicate. So yeah, it's been very exciting so far.
Yeah, well, my life sort of goes along where I run an existing structure for a while, then it's time to dismantle it completely and build a new one, and that's very indicative of a new phase of life. Fresh way. So even though the processes are a little chaotic at times in terms of there's so many things we've got to look at, an order is starting to emerge out of it as Nora and I are working on rejigging the way we express what some of the services do,
Yes.
away from just the words to actually, well, how do we flow the user through it in as quick and comprehensible way as possible, and cutting out 30-40% of my verbose writing, so they can get to the point quicker. So it's good to have. It's like having an editor of a book to get to the important bits, so that from a user's perspective, that fresh look gives them a much better feel more quickly, because people's attention span is less and less with the way our media works. So it's saying enough to get the message across, but not too much that people get lost in it, which is what happens at the moment with the old website.
Perfect. Thank you, Nicolas. And is there anything that you have experienced through the process as a business owner? Have you gained clarity, or have you noticed anything in the way that you're running the business and by doing this process?
I think it's enabled me to step back and be a little more objective. Well, what actually are we doing with these trainings, these sessions, these resources? How can we put this vast amount of data together in a way that's going to inspire people and reach them and help them understand how we can meet their specific spiritual growth needs? So it's been good actually dismantling it all and stepping right back, because when normally I'm at the coalface of the business, it's very little time to step back and think about stuff, and I feel the investment in this is enabling me to make a much more clearer offering to the right people, and overall reach more people, which is the purpose of what we do to raise consciousness. And if I can reach more people, then I feel it's time and energy well spent. And also automating a lot of the systems which we do manually on the website, so that we can spend more time developing new things and delivering services rather than manually doing stuff which the website itself can do with the right forms and scheduling and other automated systems. So I'm looking forward to seeing how that's going to work.
Yes. So basically alleviating admin.
Yeah, because it's cutting admin down and things, so we can spend more time on the important things, which is
perfect.
Developing clients and connecting with them and things like that.
Yeah, perfect. I suppose when you're here to do a transmission of teachings, you're here, almost downloading information and teaching all of that, you're focused on that, you're focused on these teachings, you're not focused on, okay, how is it going to look on the website, what I need to say on the website, you're focused in the work itself. So like you were saying, taking a step back and actually translating all of that onto the website is exactly what we're doing in a way, aren't we?
Yeah, it's all about energy transmission, and it's taking the load off me administratively, and Antigone, who runs the administration side of things.
Yes.
But we can spend more time delivering the service.
Perfect.
That's what we're focusing on here.
Yes. Well, thank you very much, Nicolas, for coming on and giving this little time to speak to me. We obviously will be publishing the website as soon as we can, and we'll keep you all posted.
Yeah, we'll do an update, part 2.
We'll do an update after, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. All right. Thanks, Nicolas.
Thanks, Nora.
Cheers, bye.
Okay, send me a new